Here's the story of the brzrkr at Stamford Bridge. The year is 1066, and the current English king, Harold Godwinson, is expecting an invasion from the Normans in the south of England. Much to his surprise, a different army comprised mostly of Norwegians has landed to the north and taken the city of York. The Viking leading this group was none other than Harald Hardrada, who is a legendary figure that deserves a video of his own. Anyway, the English king, upon hearing of the northern invasion, musters his troops and marches almost 185 miles north in a short span of a few days. This miraculous feat of troop movement must have caught the Vikings by surprise. The Vikings had just taken York and were presumably ready to rest for a while before another battle. The story goes that a small group of Vikings went to the western bank of the Stamford Bridge and held off the English while the rest of the Vikings prepared for the full battle. This is where some myth and legend come into the story, but both Icelandic sagas and English chroniclers mention that once the English started trying to cross the bridge, a lone brzrkr stood in their way. The following is a quote of how one English historian described the scene. A single Norwegian worthy of eternal fame resisted on the bridge, and felling more than 40 Englishmen with his trusted axe, he alone held up the entire English army until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the only way they eventually killed him was supposedly one of Godwinson's men found a trough used to feed pigs upstream, and he rowed it down the stream like a small boat until he was underneath the bridge. There he pulled the maybe ultimate cheap shot in history and stabbed the brzrkr's exposed groin from under the bridge. And so a legendary warrior died, and the rest of the battle commenced on the other side of the river.